What would drive a country to move its capital city, a decision so monumental that it reshapes the very heart of its nation? This is the challenge facing Indonesia, the world's fourth most populous nation, as it plans to relocate its capital from Jakarta to the newly planned city of Nusantara. Jakarta, home to over 10 million people, has long been the political and economic heart of Indonesia. However, severe environmental issues such as rapid sinking, traffic congestion, and poor air quality have rendered it unsustainable as a modern capital. The move to Nusantara on the island of Borneo is more than a relocation. It's a vision for Indonesia's future. Why is Indonesia making this bold shift, and what does it mean for the country and the world? Join us as we explore the reasons behind this historic decision and what lies ahead for Nusantara. Indonesia's decision to move its capital is not simply a matter of choice, but a necessity driven by dire environmental and logistical concerns. Jakarta, a city that has long symbolized Indonesia's growth and modernization, is now facing an existential crisis. The city is sinking, literally. According to experts, Jakarta is one of the fastest sinking cities in the world. Nearly half of the city is already below sea level, and the situation worsens every year. Some areas are sinking by as much as 25 centimeters annually due to a combination of factors, including groundwater extraction, urban development, and rising sea levels caused by climate change. Scientists warn that by 2050, a significant portion of Jakarta could be underwater if no drastic measures are taken. But it's not just the sinking ground that's driving the relocation. Jakarta also suffers from some of the worst traffic congestion in the world, with hours-long commutes being a daily reality for many of its residents. Additionally, Jakarta's air quality ranks among the worst globally, with pollution levels far exceeding safe standards. These issues combined create an unsustainable environment for a growing population and a thriving economy. Enter Nusantara. The new capital city is set to rise in East Kalimantan on the island of Borneo, more than 1,000 kilometers away from Jakarta. Unlike Jakarta, which sits on a flood-prone delta, Nusantara is located in a region with more stable geographical conditions. The move is part of a broader plan by President Joko Widodo's government to decentralize the economy and ease the burden on Java. Java is home to more than 60% of Indonesia's 270 million people, and moving the capital to Borneo is seen as a way to redistribute wealth and development more evenly. The choice of location for Nusantara is significant not only for its geographic stability, but also for its proximity to natural resources. Borneo is rich in timber, coal, and other minerals, which can help support the development of the new city. Moreover, the area around Nusantara is less densely populated, providing the space needed for large-scale infrastructure projects. The city is being designed with sustainability in mind. It aims to be a green, smart city with a focus on renewable energy, minimal carbon emissions, and advanced technology to support a growing population. The cost of building Nusantara is estimated to be around $34 billion, a massive investment that reflects the scale of the project. Construction is already underway, with the first phase expected to be completed by 2024, just in time for Indonesia's independence celebrations. The plan is to gradually relocate government institutions, with the goal of having the majority of government offices fully operational in Nusantara by 2045. One of the main concerns is the potential environmental impact of constructing a new capital in the heart of Borneo, an island known for its rich biodiversity and tropical rainforests. Borneo is home to endangered species like orangutans, pygmy elephants, and clouded leopards, and environmentalists worry that large-scale construction could threaten these habitats. While the government has pledged to minimize environmental damage and integrate conservation efforts into the city's design, critics argue that any development in such a sensitive area carries risks. Furthermore, indigenous groups living in the region have voiced concerns about the impact the new capital could have on their land and livelihoods. Another challenge is the social and economic displacement that could result from the capital's relocation. Moving the capital from Jakarta to Nusantara will require significant migration of government workers and their families. Despite these challenges, there are many potential benefits to relocating the capital. By moving to Nusantara, Indonesia can alleviate the pressure on Jakarta, giving the city the chance to address its environmental problems without the burden of being the nation's political and administrative center. The relocation also presents an opportunity to build a city from scratch, allowing for the integration of cutting-edge technology and urban planning principles that could serve as a model for other cities around the world. Nusantara could become a global example of how to create a sustainable, resilient capital in the face of climate change and urbanization. The relocation of Indonesia's capital is not without historical precedent. Countries like Brazil, Nigeria, and Kazakhstan have all moved their capitals to new cities in the past, each with varying degrees of success. Brasilia, for example, was created in the 1960s to promote development in Brazil's interior, while Abuja was designed to replace Lagos as Nigeria's capital in the 1990s. Similarly, Kazakhstan moved its capital from Almaty to Astana, now called Nur Sultan, in 1997 to boost development in the northern region of the country. In each case, the relocation was driven by a combination of political, economic, and environmental factors, much like Indonesia's current situation. These examples offer valuable lessons for Indonesia as it embarks on its own journey to create a new capital. Indonesia's decision to relocate its capital to Nusantara marks a bold and forward-thinking move that reflects the country's aspirations for the future. It's a response to the pressing challenges facing Jakarta, but it also represents a vision for a more sustainable, balanced, and resilient Indonesia. While the road ahead is filled with challenges, the potential rewards are immense. Nusantara could redefine what it means to build a capital city in the 21st century, setting a new standard for innovation, sustainability, and inclusivity. The question now is whether Nusantara will live up to its promise and become the thriving heart of Indonesia's future. Subscribe to Truth, revealed to stay intrigued and informed.